Stitches and Sundries Flosstube number 26?
25? Did we do 25?
I can't remember. It's been a little while for us. We've had chaos.
We've had some stuff.
True story. But we're back. I think we might have only missed a week,
We only missed one. We didn't miss a whole 2-week cycle. So it's only 1 week.
Well, we did sort of because we forgot to post the videos.
But they don't know that.
But they came back. But anyway.
It doesn't look like a gap.
Oh, it's been crazy. But anyway, this is a cross-stitching podcast where we talk about cross-stitching and fun stuff and life and games and yada yada. I'm Lauren.
I'm Devyn.
You can find me at Lauren Upstitching on Instagram.
I'm Devyn_no_loose_ends on Instagram.
We did it. Getting through that intro. Anyway, but yes, it has been chaos because you're buying a house.
I'm buying a house. I'm in the process. I'm supposed to close September 30th and just had inspection this weekend. So the inspection came out with some concerns, but nothing like scary. So I'm probably moving forward with the house.
Nice.
Feel pretty good. I have a couple questions for the inspector and a couple questions for the realtor, and then we are gonna put in like a counter offer, but we're not gonna. But nothing so scary that we have to walk. So that's exciting.
Yeah, and it's in the process. Yeah.
Negotiations. I'm doing that adult thing.
Ooh. Not for me. But the last time we got together, you were like, I think I'm going to start looking. And then just we lost you for a little while down the rabbit hole of house lookings.
Well, I went and looked at...
Oh, hang on.
That's a dehumidifier kicking on.
And kicking off. Haha, shut up, sucker.
I went and looked at, oh God, I don't even know how many houses. A lot of houses.
Yeah. Well, in this market, you got to be on it. You got to be competitive. You got to be.
Yeah, every time a house came on the market in our price range, we went and looked, which meant that there was a period in the beginning of August where every day we were driving half an hour, 45 minutes to go look at a house in the next county over from where we live now. And so
with a lot of last minute, on Monday, you got to go on Wednesday, if that.
Yeah. Sometimes it was day of.
Yeah.
The house came on and we're messaging the realtor and saying, I want to see this house. It just came on the market. Let's go see this one. And she's like, can you do this evening at 5 o'clock? And I'm like, sure, yeah, I'll be there.
Bye. Yeah.
So it was a lot of looking. Found the one. I'm excited. It's a 1941 build. Pretty into that historic thing.
Cute. It is incredibly cute.
It's a cute little brick house. It is small. It's 1,100 square feet, so it is a small home.
Yeah, compared to what we're kind of one of the reasons Garrett County is weirdly expensive, even for a dump, is the houses are pretty big.
Yeah,
it's not town living, but
even Mountain Lake Park houses are smaller, and they're still pretty pricey.
Yeah, well, Mountain Lake Park. But so that's what you've been going on in your life.
Yes, and amongst all that, I did all of the house sitting with all of the chickens.
Oh my God, you're raising chickens for a while.
So the chicken house sitting went exactly as I feared. We did lose a peep.
Oh.
So that was really sad. It was tragic. Her setup wasn't the best, and I didn't know better. I didn't know the chickens could fly up out of their bin, and a little guy flew up out of his bin. And it's in the same area where when you let the dogs outside, they walk through this porch. And the dogs went out there and they got him. I didn't even see him. He was gone. But 12 of 13 survives. That's pretty good.
Pretty good. It's a whole dozen.
And then her 19 adult chickens survived. So, and I had to pick up a duck. I've never held a duck before. She has a disabled duck that you have to carry into the coop.
Oh my gosh. What an adventure you were on.
Yeah.
I think this adventure put away my want for chickens.
I will tell you, it didn't destroy mine. I am afraid of roosters. I'm still the roosters never got me. They were there and they were roostering around, but if you only go out to the coop at the beginning of the day, they just went outside. So they weren't messing with me. And then at the end of the day, to let them in, or to lock them in,
they just went inside.
They just went inside. So they pretty well left me alone. And I would wait until the chickens were out on the run to get the eggs from the coop. So I just shut the door so they were all out on the run. And then I would collect eggs. So there was no danger. There was one hen I had to lift up because she's broody hen. And I had to lift her up and get her eggs. She did like nibble at my arm, but it just tickled. It didn't hurt. So.
Oh man, now I might want chickens again. Goddamn.
The hens are really sweet, I will tell you. And I held the peeps.
Want to snuggle them.
I picked up the peeps and I would pet them.
Oh my gosh.
They weren't there. Her little peeps were very friendly. They're very used to being held, so they're easygoing. Her adult chicken, she has 2 or 3 that you can hold, but the rest are just kind of like chickens.
We are chickens. Sarah has been off while I'm at work a couple times the last 3 weeks, whatever it has been, and she sends me so many pictures of our animals being cute. It's the best part of my work day. She's like, hey, here's your cat sleeping with her belly all exposed, and I just get to text back, get that belly for me, get that belly for me.
Jason used to do that when I worked in the office. Send me pictures of my dogs.
It's nice. It's nice.
Now I get to do it to him whenever he's out and Jenbel's being cute or Casper's being cute.
No. I don't think there's been too much going on in my life. We're planning a couple upcoming trips, which will be a lot of fun. And we are, I talked about my DC trip coming up. We made a bunch of plans. Actually, made some reservations and stuff. And then work has been chaotic, but in a good way. I feel like we're getting stuff done. But when I come home, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm like, oh, my brain needs to turn off. And then I get booted back up and I'm ready to go usually. But my evenings are so short anymore. I'm so sad about my evenings because I like to be up until midnight, 1 o'clock. That's my time, and I can't do that anymore, which is sad. Yeah. But Sarah and I have gotten into a new crafty project together, which has been fun to do something together because usually we're like I do a project, Sarah does a project, and then every once in a while I'm like, hey, I need your help with something. This is a little more equal. We're starting a new campaign with our Pathfinder group, which is Dungeons and Dragons, if anybody plays board games, tabletop games. And Sarah's like, I really want to try and create the map and actually create the buildings and stuff like that. And so we're trying to build our first little town together, which has been a lot of fun because I do all the measuring and cutting because straight lines, and then Sarah does all the painting and stuff because creativity. And I'm like, yeah, we're good. Math and 3D modeling, and then creative and paint and stuff, and it looks really cool. So
yeah, I saw the ground. Yeah, just the cutout of the map, and it looked really cool.
Yeah, I'm super excited. It's been fun. I just needed another craft to add to my pile of stuff. So
of course, fun stuff. We do that.
So anyway, you're gonna talk about some cross stitch. Let's talk about.
I have no finishes.
I barely have updates. It feels like, but. This is the life we live sometimes.
4 updates. I feel pretty good about that. Oh my gosh.
Well, then you better start, girl.
Listen, you guys. You've seen this before.
But
I have a word.
It's a whole word.
A whole word.
Oh, so good.
So, this is Life is a Game, Choco Coco Stitches. And you can see I have all of the word life. And that's exciting.
That is very exciting. Oh man, I love the colors in this. It is just so colorful and happy.
It is going to be good. It is going to be so good. This is going in the house. We're going to make the upstairs room. So there's 2 bedrooms downstairs, 1 bedroom upstairs. The upstairs room is going to be playroom for me and Jason. Out of the craft room, he's going to have a gaming computer up there.
Yes, nice.
And this is going to be one of the wall decor items, which is going to be weird because it's going to be low hanging because the wall's only 4 foot high with sloped ceilings.
You can put it on that slope so it looks down at you.
There's a window. Oh, we could put it on the slope. That's right.
Looks down at you.
I didn't think of that. But yeah, we could do that. So it's going to be so cool. I'm very excited about this.
Yeah.
These little invader guys were so easy to stitch. And
yeah, you gotta love it.
Much faster than this full fill
Oh,
tunnel.
I'm sure. And every one of them, when you're like, I'm done one.
I'm
Ooh,
done
that
one.
felt good. I bet I can do another one tonight.
One of these guys took one strand of floss.
Yeah, that's convenient.
So it was really nice.
To not have to worry about snipping and moving and snipping and moving. Yeah. Very nice.
Very cool. I'm very excited to have this.
So what's the next letter? The next letter?
Pac-Man. It's is. Life is. And the I is Pac-Man. And I have my bobby pins right here so I don't lose them. I have a limited supply of bobby pins. I brought a brand new pack and already lost the whole pack. So these two are the only ones I have left. This is my life.
I have updates on... I'll do one, then you do two more. And then I'll do one. So this is Haunted Mansion by Tiny Modernist. And actually, let me find my... Here's my little card of what it's going to look like. And that's so cute.
It is super cute.
I am doing this as part of a stitch along with the 21 Halloween Projects in 2021 Facebook group. Jeez Louise. Such a long name. And I'm a little behind now, but I have significant progress. So
look at that little witch. That's so cute.
So let me zoom in a couple rooms here. So I have the little witch done. I had Frankenstein done before. And then I got my two little skellies down here at the bottom done.
So what's the section you're currently working on?
The section I'm currently working on is, throw this sucker back here on me, is this side here. There's a tree and like a little ghosty goo and some background stuff to kind of like add depth. So I'm doing that next. After that, I will probably start at the bottom and work my way up the other side of the mansion and do the top last. Because that moon, I don't feel like doing right now. Maybe I'll tackle the moon one week when I feel like I'm getting more ahead of things, but I feel really behind. I'm trying to decide. Maybe you can help me decide. Maybe you all out there can help me decide too. So I can very easily be a monogamous stitcher. I don't mind at all, like only working on one project. Like I know that drives some people bonkers, but I really don't mind. And I was trying really hard to get this done, but I constantly feel guilt for not doing other things. I want to have project updates for you guys, for the podcast. I feel like, especially our crochet podcast, I have almost nothing for. Like it's just gone completely to the wayside because I felt like I was so behind on this that every night I'm like, I gotta get caught up. I gotta get caught up.
This one has a lot of pressure because you guys are trying so hard to get it done by Halloween. It almost seems like this is a big enough project. It should have been started earlier.
I should have started it earlier. Knowing my pace, I should have started earlier. But also,
I mean, if this is the only thing you were stitching on, and still to get one of these rooms done in a week, that's still a lot of stitching.
Okay. Yeah. And there's some that are more than others, like
I'm looking at this one with this full fill tile.
Yeah, the tile's been a pain.
It's a lot of stitching right there for a week, and you don't like when I think of how much time I have to craft in the week. It's usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday is my crafting days, and I don't get like Monday through Thursday. I do my morning sits and I get an hour each day, but my evenings I don't always get time to do stuff. So I'm just thinking about that in regards to trying to get all of this done.
Yeah, and that's I used to be able to do around 500 stitches a night, probably 4 nights a week, right? Like that includes like Saturdays and Sundays and everything. So 4 nights a week I get 500 stitches done. So that's 2,000 stitches. Now I'm lucky if I get 150 stitches done.
Right, you've changed jobs and your evening is completely adjusted by that.
Yeah, and like it's summertime, so we're running all over the place. We were doing all kinds of stuff. And so it's just like, so when I started this, I'm like, oh yeah, totally. I can totally do a house a week. And now I'm like, ooh, just time is not there. But I'm really going to try and keep up with this. And it is an 11-week long, there are 11 parts. So it's 11 weeks long.
Mm.
And I'm currently 1 week behind, so for me it'll be 12 weeks. And then I think there is an extra, there were 2 weeks buffered in at the end to like give you time to catch up if you needed it. But I'm like, man, I'm going to have to dedicate to it or decide to be late. And so that's where I'm at. Do I dedicate to it or do I decide to be late?
It's the one you wanted to keep up with.
It's the one I wanted to keep up with. And this is particularly kind of like speaks to me because I've tried this one once before and failed at it. So I'm like, oh, I want it done so I can say
you did it.
I did it. You know, I wanted it done. But I also feel like I have some, like, I have some crafty obligations. I want to show you guys fun stuff. So I don't know. I'll decide what life what life is gonna let me do.
Yeah.
But also, the other cute thing I want to talk about, little thing, is I've decided that these are all our friend group.
Oh.
So this little witch right here, we have a beautiful red-headed friend named Mary. That's her. And of course there's a cat there. Very important. I'm trying to decide. So I can't decide. I think you and Jason might be Frankenstein and the monster. I don't know which one of you is the doctor and which one of you is the monster.
Oh, I'm the monster. I am the aggressive monster.
You're the aggressive monster. And
Sweet-natured.
And Jason is just trying to keep you in line.
Yeah. I mean, like, I help smash things when I get angry, so.
That's true. So there you go. And then I think this might be me and Sarah, but one of them's too skinny to be me, but this might be me and Sarah at like a game table. So.
You're such a dork.
And then, let me see here. Who's else on the other side? I just had to look. So the Dracula up at the top, that is probably... Oh, I can't decide. Who would that be?
Jared. He never goes into the sunshine.
Jared never goes into the sunshine. Maybe, okay, hang on. Maybe the two ghosts outside are Jordan and Jared, the twins.
Okay.
That would make sense. One of these is Ruth, our wonderful stitchy Ruth. Maybe Ghost in the Library. That seems like
a perfect place for Ruth.
That seems like a perfect place for Ruth. And then maybe this is Justin, Mary's husband, doing the vampire thing. He's super into horror movies. That would make sense.
What's the bottom one?
One skeleton outside the door.
Oh, who would that be?
We obviously don't have enough friends.
I don't know. I think the vampire could be Jared. I do. I think
and Jordan's like coming over to people's houses like a well-adjusted adult.
Well-adjusted adult.
Like a friendly person.
Yes.
There we go. Okay, there we go. Friend group found.
Because Jared's pasty pale.
Jared is pasty pale.
Jordan is not as pale as Jared.
No, they definitely are. For twins, they live very different lives.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Alright, so that's my update on this one.
Don't watch this, Jared.
You don't watch this. And if he did, he'd be like, yeah, I am, because we're all going to the Renaissance Fair and he's being a butt. He's being a butt. Anyway, what else you got?
Alright, so...
Oh yeah, next weekend we're going to the Pittsburgh Renaissance Fair, which I will compare and judge harshly against the Maryland Renaissance Fair. But, so that'll be fun. And more time I'm not stitching.
More time. I am not going to that, so maybe I'll have stitching updates.
Maybe you'll have stitching updates.
We all know me, so I'll have a good week this week, and the next one will be crap. That's just my routine.
That's how it goes.
So, this is... Shoot. Nia Rhind is the designer, and it's in a magazine.
And it's called...
I don't know.
Love is Love.
Love is Love?
Yep. You have made some progress.
So I think last time I showed this, I didn't have the E started here. Yeah, that's the E. I'm like, wait, is that the E? Yes, that's the E. So I didn't get very much done, but I did the E. And then look what happened. I don't know when this happened, and it doesn't matter because it's down there. But I got a stupid stain. a stupid stain. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. A stupid stain. But luckily it's in the part that should be hidden by framing.
Oh,
but,
totally.
But I'm mad because it's there. It annoys me.
Washing your stuff is important.
I don't know when that happened. That's what bothers me is I don't know when it happened.
You're not like, oh, I know I spilled coffee on it. Oh, no.
I have knitting that I'm going to show you guys that I didn't spill coffee in it. No, I pulled my yarn out and I set it in my coffee.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one that does that.
So, about this one, I still have one fix to do to it. I keep talking about it, is this heart. I need to pick out the pink that's in it because it's the wrong shade.
I think it matches that yellow, though.
Yeah, but it doesn't match the rest of the flow is what I feel like it doesn't go.
I can see
but
that.
This stitch it just says the word love, and then it's got little love birds in it, and it's got all kinds of little like cute little like hearts and flowers around here. This is going to be a sign for my house, but also I'm hoping to use it for a wedding decoration.
Yeah. That's so cute.
It's really cute. I haven't figured out how I'm going to frame it. I've thought a lot about it. I might do, just like pull this around some sort of not foam, like plushy, not quite pillowy, but kind of like make it like I want it to be a little bit of a cushiony top.
Oh, yeah.
But pull it around a board.
Yeah, so it just has that 3D feel.
Yeah, but it's really cute. I like stitching on it. This is on a linen, and I'm doing that 1/2 stitch, 2/2, 2/2. Help me.
We're here for you.
I can talk about cross stitch.
You can.
So anyway, and I did a full thread conversion on this.
That's right.
I'm not using any of the colors recommended because I wanted to start it and not go shopping.
I do that too sometimes. I'm just like, what do I got in here? Good enough.
Yeah, I made it work.
Good enough.
So I really like that one. I have 2 more.
Give me another one.
Okay, so
do this one.
Do this one? Okay.
And then we'll do that one together.
I really love this one. This is another wedding stitch.
Cute. This one's cute.
This one that's upside down. It's Sweet Life. This is by Punochka, which I'm hoping I'm saying that right.
Yeah, I think so. That is so cute.
The lighting is not picking up the word sweet very well.
I think actually adding the bonbons around it is making it stand out more.
Yeah, I think it is. And I am hopeful that it pops a little more, but if it doesn't, I have an idea to add a darker thread in there just to help it out a little bit.
Yeah, just maybe do a backstitch outline or something.
Yeah, something. So this one is beaded, which I love. I already beaded one bonbon with these are vanilla. And I forget what beads they are. Basic, whatever it calls for.
Mill seed beads.
Seed beads, yeah. And these ones are the vanilla, and then I also there's gold ones in here too. I don't know when they go in. This bonbon only gets 1 bead right in the middle. But this one has beads all over it. So the beading is always different, and I think that's fun and exciting.
Yeah.
And I cannot stop touching whenever I'm stitching. I'm like, these beads feel so nice. And they're still like, even though I'm like all over them, they're still like
yeah,
pretty.
They stand nice. Yeah.
So I really love this one. This is on that 14 count.
Oh, the napkin. The napkin,
fabric.
The weird napkin I found in a store.
It is very soft, Ada.
Yeah, it's very nice.
And it is fun to stitch on. I really like it. It's not crunchy.
I like that one. And that's going to be so cute for home decor after the wedding.
Oh, I have plans for it. Okay, so listen. In my house, my kitchen is small and there's 0 pantry space. So I have a baker's rack that I've had for a long time. I've always loved baker's racks, and they kind of have like this weird romantic thing for me. I don't know. So I bought one on a yard sale, and then I was like, what am I going to do with this? So it's in our bedroom right now, and it holds like a couple snacks and dog treats. In my house, the top shelf is going to be for dog treats, and then the main shelf is going to be a coffee bar.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the wine rack, because we don't drink wine or alcohol that much, I found these canisters on Amazon that I am going to see if we can use for dry goods. Like they're meant for dry goods, but I mean, like in every picture they're standing up straight, but I'm going to see if they'll work in the wine racky style shelf
That is so smart.
and put them in there
Yeah,
and
so
utilize that
pasta
space.
and rice and stuff like that would be able to be stored.
Yeah.
Since you have limited cabinet
There's
space.
well, there's cabinets, but there's no pantry.
Yeah.
And so I would hate to lose an entire cabinet of storage to
Stuff you could put over there.
Stuff we could put on there. And so if we can be creative with the space. So I'm pretty excited about that. And on the coffee bar is going to go my little sweet life sign. So this will get framed in some sort of, I've not found a frame, but it's gonna be a weird square frame. But it's gonna go on my coffee bar.
An embroidery hoop. You might be able to get a hoop.
Yeah.
But it'll be very cute. And it'll always kind of like remind you a little bit of your wedding, which will be nice. Oh, very cute.
Ideas.
Ding, 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 ding.
I can now think about cross stitch and decor, which by the way, I have some plans. I can't talk about them because I haven't looked at them in a while. So I can't tell you what patterns or anything I'm thinking of.
Alright. My last update. This is the Cryptid Sow by the Witchy Stitcher, which I was hoping to be farther on, but
I was hoping to be farther on it too, but I have to undo.
So painful. So let's both show them. Ready?
3.
1, 2, 3.
Look at my tiny little. And how wrinkly.
I know, mine's wrinkly too because of the way we fold them, but so.
Oh, you mean the way I fold mine?
Yeah. My little heart.
I'm pretty sure it was like this in the back.
Oh,
I'm just saying. Pretty sure.
So this is where I've kind of got the entire top and I've started on this corner. I'm actually going to go back and start down this side next. Because
what do we need to start?
Well, she gave us until September 3rd, which was a whole month. Didn't use it wisely, to do the frame. But she says if you have the top, like if you have 2 inches down on this side.
Oh.
And 6 inches over on this side, you're good to go. You're good to
I
start.
don't think that's 6 inches, but I can get there.
Yeah, so like the first cryptid is somewhere up here. So she's like, if you get that, that'll give you a starting point to find where the first one goes. So I'm going to just kind of start down this side so that I'm in the general vicinity that she's talking about.
Yeah.
And this one I had I knew I was going to be behind on. I wasn't going to keep up with it, but I wanted to do it because cryptids, and we're big cryptid nuts.
Well, I'm not worried about being too far behind on the frame.
No.
I honestly, I'm worried about being behind on the sections more than I am the frame.
Yeah, because the frame you can work a little bit on it if you get a section done early, whatever. It doesn't really matter. And once you have some key landmarks
that word we can't remember.
I'll be fine.
So on mine, I started the C in the word cryptid and realized that my C is 1 stitch too close to my little guy here. So this is my C and it's too close to this guy. And I messed up these guys and had to pick them all out from the first time I started it. So I have stitched and unstitched and now I'm unstitching again.
It is a counting nightmare.
It is a count. I do not love the spacing on this. It is super cute though, but it is not fun to count all that. And I'm like, I count and I recount and I'm still wrong. You should have. So I have 2 stitches between here and here.
Yeah, I have 2 stitches between there and there.
Well, but something's wrong. Something's wrong with this. This level here is too close to this.
We're going to find out. We'll find out.
Because I think it's supposed to be 7 in there. That's what I counted, was that one. But maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe I can make it work without fixing it. I don't know. So what I counted was from this stitch to this stitch here. Was supposed to be 8. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7.
I also have 7.
Oh, well maybe
you're okay. We'll double check it before you leave.
I don't know. I counted it the other day and I said, oh, it's wrong. Stupid.
We'll check.
Idiot.
We'll check. I might be wrong too. That would be funny.
Oh, that would suck. No, maybe I'm wrong. Let's just say
I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm leaving it because I got all this done.
But won't that mess up this whole thing and placement and stuff?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It might, but we'll figure it out.
Well, that's why I thought I would stop and I won't go over anymore. And then I'll just stitch the middle and I'll make up the border if I fuck it up. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
I'll just throw in an extra stitch or two around the border and just go with the insides.
I am stitching this on Wicelt linen in Twilight Mist. This is 28 count, which is my favorite count. But as you can see that, and I'm doing it 2/2, which makes it very large. You were a little more economical in your
I did 18 count, and mine is going to be a little smaller than yours.
Yeah.
And mine is on, I don't know,
Sage green,
but this is not the right company that we bought from.
I think we bought it from dovestitching.com or something.
That sounds right. We'll link it below to be right.
We'll link it below. It's very cute, and they let you pick and yours has got the opalescence in it, which is so pretty.
Yeah, mine got the glitters.
It's got some glitters, and they let you kind of pick what count, what color, and then they just print it. It's neat. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's got the. You can't. That camera will never pick it up.
No,
but it's got the little glittery effect, and I really like that.
Very cool. So, I mean, progress was made, but life is chaos, and it's summertime, and I'm gonna be starting into fall festival season soon, so I'm gonna be running like a crazy person, unless they freaking
shut us
down again.
Well, I stitched. I mean, even though we have had extra time in this one, I think we had an extra week, but I stitched all of my stitching without that extra week of time.
Oh yeah, at our stitching bitch.
Yeah,
that was a smart move, lady.
Not really, because I messed up cryptids twice. I ended up switching to the Bonbon, the Sweet Life, and that one went much better while at Stitchin' Bitch.
Yeah, it can't stitch and talk.
Yeah. Well, I guess the spacing was the issue on that, but the Bonbon one, once I have the outline, it's good. You just fill it in.
Yeah.
Because the way I stitch those bonbons is I do the whole, so the main color is that soft pink, and I just stitch the whole outline, and then I fill in the brown.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Color it in.
Yeah. I didn't really talk about, but last time we were on, I was going to go to Cryptid Bash in Morgantown, and we did, and it was super fun, and I got some fantastic stickers, and we met fantastic people. So if you guys are ever in the West Virginia area and that's going on, I highly recommend it if you're a nerd about that kind of stuff. But I do have one little bit of acquisitions. Let me move my shit here. So I'm going to show this real quick. You guys might remember I stitched Halloween Ouija a couple months ago. I think I finished it up. And I've been searching for a frame because I want it up for this Halloween, which it's almost spooky season, people. It's almost spooky season.
Time to move your banner upstairs.
It's time to move my banner upstairs. So, when we went to a couple thrift stores this past weekend and found a frame that I am not 100% happy with, but this thing is kind of an awkward size. It is 12 by 15 and a half. That's a weird size for a frame. And you mentioned I should start looking at mirrors, which is definitely something I'm going to do. But thrift stores are great for kind of awkward sizes because they are. I did. I threw everything on the floor. I didn't realize it was there. They have older frames are sometimes weird, wonky sizes. So I found this glorious piece of Goodwill frame.
Of the 90s.
Oh, it's somebody's granny.
Or the 80s. The 80s, I think.
Somebody's granny had this somewhere. But my plan is to, of course, tear out the little girl in this odd mat that's in there, paint the frame black, and then where this gold is, it's got a little bit of a thing. I'm going to repaint that in a gold.
So she needs to paint this green part of the frame black.
Yeah, the whole outside of the frame is chintzy. Just gonna paint the whole thing black and then just redo where this little bit of a design is in gold. Probably a slightly darker gold than this brass yellow. And then
Yeah.
my Ouija will look pretty nice in there.
I think it'll look awesome.
I think it'll look really nice. So, glad I found it. I love going to thrift stores because I got this frame for $5 instead of a frame this size in Michael's was something like $30.
Yeah.
So, happy with that. And so, that's on my list to do. My last little piece of acquisitions is a little thread keep thing that I bought recently.
Where'd you get that from?
I bought it on Etsy. My sister was ordering some stuff, and I was like, oh, I have something in my cart already. I'll just grab it. It's $5.
Is my face affecting that? I was looking at it, so I was not even paying attention, but that's super cute.
It is very cute. However, I'm not going to say the name of the shop because it is not actually a very quality piece, and I don't want to give a bad review, but it was $5, so now I have it. It's made out of polymer clay, and it is, there's like some weird cracks, and it's weirdly soft still, so I worry it's going to break. And
oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's kind of flaking off on you. So I have it now.
Oh, and these are a little hard paper, so they would work.
Yeah, those will totally work. Yeah, and I'm totally going to use it. I just do not don't want to give a bad review to somebody.
I might put some of my cute knitting stitch markers that are too heavy for knitting on these. And I've been thinking about that, but I just haven't actually done it.
The reason I got it was because when I flipped through my cards for all my thread,
you can't find the front.
I can't find the front and I'm like, okay, I know that number is like right near the front. Oh, hang on, I gotta look through all my cards. Whereas I could just flip very easily.
Let me show you my thread nightmare. Hang on. So, I've thought about getting those, or like I said, using my stitch markers. Hang on, this is my thread.
How are we friends? How are we friends?
So this is for cryptids.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, I wouldn't really need it on that one. I need it on, this is the honk for, what's that called? Life is a Game.
Life is a Game, yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, so this one I'm constantly flipping through, and it would be really nice to have one of those. Not even that, but since I keep all my things in the same bag, I would like a little tag on the front.
Oh,
an extra tag to be like, this is Life is a Game, you big dummy. Or like this one, this is the confusion here. So this one is for Sweet Life, and then this one is for the
love note. Yeah,
the love
is love.
Yeah,
those pinks, man.
So I would, and since I keep them all in the same bag, because
whereas if you were like, oh, I'm looking for the one with the moon on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking about getting a front tag, like just to do an extra tag. But then I like the idea of being cute with charms. I want charms.
I like cuteness.
And I have charms. I have a lot of stuff. I actually found a bracelet of mine that I loved, but it broke. And I don't wear bracelets. So, fact is, I'm going to turn it into charms.
Nice.
And then this just goes in the bag. Just like that, Lauren. That's how you store your cross stitch. It just goes in there.
No, they have individual drawers.
And then you just take
this. Lauren lies dead on the floor from anxiety.
It all fits in this bag. This is a knitting bag I bought from The Fat Squirrel Speaks.
I love that bag.
I love this bag. It's the national parks.
It's very cool.
I've shown this in like all of our knitting episodes.
But maybe these people haven't seen it. These wonderful, lovely people.
These wonderful cross stitchers have not seen it,
right.
And this bag is perfect for holding all of my cross stitch because it's just big enough that you don't have to crumple it up. You can fold them neatly and put them in here, and it does work out just fine.
I do appreciate
most of the time, they are folded neatly. Like Life is a Game is not crumpled.
You do it just to annoy me, just to like make my little heart go.
Yeah, a little bit. Listen, I don't think I could be a good friend to a person with some serious OCD. So I have a couple of friends who their son has serious OCD. Like he has his DVDs. They're alphabetized in order by genre, and then there's another layer to his organization. Oh. And his dad goes over and just messes it all up for him. And I'm like, that's who I would be. That's who I would be to someone who is severely OCD. I would be the terrible asshole. I couldn't be a good friend.
I'm glad my OCD is just like very, very
You're
baseline.
surface level.
I'm very surface. I just like to be organized.
Yeah.
It doesn't cause me mental anguish, really.
And the DVD thing would be intentional, but like this is not like, I'm not doing it. I'm doing it because I'm too lazy to take care of my shit.
And it's your shit. It's not mine. Like, if you were messing up my shit, then we'd have something to talk about, but it's your life. I mean.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The reason that one's crumpled up is because I stitched on it and I got mad at it and then I frisbeed it across the room.
There you go. Good stuff.
I didn't hit anything. Actually, it landed on Jennabelle, so I did hit the dog. Like because of the fabric, it like floated down. Yeah. It didn't even like, it like floated down to her. And she's like, oh, this is on my bed now, huh? And she's very suspicious of things.
She's very suspicious.
My dog is
floating through the air.
My dog is afraid of sticky notes and binders. So if I have a binder that I use for work, and when I open it, it's a 3-ring. And when I open it and that click that it makes, she runs from the room. Gone.
Poor baby
terrified
puppy.
of the clicking of a binder.
Poor baby puppy.
She's I don't know what happened. And I'm like it's okay, Jennabelle, it's okay. Nope, gone. She doesn't even care.
We have a couple things stacked by the basement door to like come downstairs. And one of them was like there were like 2 of these bottles. They're plastic bottles, but they were a little thicker than like a normal water bottle. And Millie went by and knocked them off, and she can't hear anything. So these bottles go falling off and like hit the hardwood and go boom, 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 you know, when water bottles bounce everywhere. And she didn't hear them, but then one like rolled in front of her, and she was like, "Whoa, what happened? Where did this come from?" She wasn't scared about all the noise happening, but the thing rolled in front of her, and she was like,
"That's cute."
I know, she's so old. She's so old. Anyway,
that's everything I have.
We have all the acquisitions done.
Yep.
We will be back in an amount of time. I'm not going to guarantee 2 weeks. I think with the person buying a house, I think we have to be willing to know that at the last minute you're going to say, I need to repoint my bricks or whatever that is.
I don't know.
But
some things.
But we will be back and we'll have more projects and it's coming on the spooky season, people. Okay. So good stuff coming down the line.
I'm excited.
Yep. Well then.
And now I can start looking at home decor.
Oh.
Because I've always been like, no, don't look at home decor. You can't look at it. You don't have a house. You have nowhere to put the shit.
Yeah.
So now I can look. I'm excited. Anyway, guys. Until next time.
Bye.